ladies and gentlemen, it is incredible that we are keeping civilization standing. You know, the earth and civilization are extremely complex with lots of layers and definitely lots of people, like 7 billion. And it's a pretty intricate process. And right now, you got like a major storm up on the northeast. You got the West Coast totally on fire. You've had parts of Alaska, Mexico. Then down South America, be very Central America, earthquakey. You got volcanoes popping off on the planet just like all over, all year long. And it just occurred to me, the election was only like 10 months ago. But since then, it's felt like 10 years. As a Texan, I've been reporting that for like the last month, coronavirus has just been ripping through my state that I live in. And so today it is reporting that Texas had 463 new coronavirus deaths in a single day, which is just below the all-time record in January, which I believe is 467. And remember, we still have to get through the fall, which just started yesterday, autumn, and winter. And so it's crazy. And winter doesn't end until like February. So, you know, we didn't seem to do very well at the pandemic last year. And we don't seem to be doing too great at the pandemic this year. And I suspect the virus will probably start to migrate north when it gets colder. This may or may not be true, but I believe I've called this thing pretty freaking accurately since it broke out at the very start of 2020. And I've seen many people change their opinions many times or re-explain all the shit going down or not. All I'm saying is I got the double Moderna shot. So far, all the data says that is the way to go. I'm still pro-choice on the vaccine, so I respect your right not to take it, but I'm saying Moderna seems like the best way to be protected right now. And the stories, well, you can go to the Herman Cain Awards on Reddit, the stories of people who were vocal about, no way, man, I'm never taking the vaccine, and then died of the virus. There are tons of them, and the numbers grow every day. But I don't know, shit's weird. And like I said, I don't think anybody's going to be listening to anybody else on passion issues until at least the end of October at soonest. Mercury's about to go retrograde. Have you been spending a lot of time going to see Jupiter, Saturn, Venus? Mercury's been in the sky. Moon, or even the sun lately? You should. And so, yeah, volcanoes have been popping off over the planet, and we've still got a couple months left in 2021. So which volcanoes will be our volcano advent calendars for October, November, and December? Last year I was talking about going into the winter, we really need to figure out a way to make sure everybody's fed, stays in their homes, keeps their power on, and let's give them internet. Like, that's just a basic 2.5 year lifespan of pandemic plague. Shit is going to be crazy, so basically take care of the basics, which calls into the question, the flaws of capitalism. But the pandemic has shown that communism, socialism, all of them have flaws. Yeah. And so it's that weird game of how do we keep civilization still going through all the madness, and the fact that we have still. It's a testament to all God, all the miracles that have combined collectively to even get us to this far, just throughout history and of Earth itself. That kind of looks like a phoenix or a bird. I don't know. Oh, another thing. Today is Thursday, and so Florida stopped reporting daily numbers on the coronavirus months ago. And so they kind of start to dump. They dump the week's numbers on Thursday, and then sometimes they'll do like second dump the day after that. But like last, I think week, it was like they were averaging 500 a day. In Texas, is it like, what's today, 460? We're in the four. Like the fact that 2 states are losing almost 1,000 people a day, that over a period of time that has been going on, it's just like, everything is so crazy right now, man. Yeah, so leading up to the start of October and all, I don't know. It's just going to keep getting wowsier. Lost my ability to talk at 3-act structure jargon, I guess. And so, yeah, I'm pretty sure volcanoes are going to continue to be a big story for the next couple of years. Earthquakes probably as well. Yeah, I agree with Brian. The footage from the alert wildfire of the Fawn Fire is pretty apocalyptic, dystopian-ish. If you're in Redding or the surrounding area, heed all warnings to evacuate. Yeah, that's, I guess, what partly freaked me out is there's a pretty big NorCal evacuation going on. So it all feels very red alerty. That's what I'm trying to say. It all feels very red alerty. And the lightning patterns. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Kick-ass Kwanzaa. Happy Thanksgiving. I mean, it's definitely been pretty earthquakey since the end of July at 8.2 in Alaska. And I forgot where this one was. I think it was in Mexico. I don't know. There's been a lot of news rolling through here in the last 10 or 11 months. But I'm remaining optimistic against rhyme or reason, because at the end of the day, nobody can fully explain exactly how the sun and moon got there and the solar system formed and what created this. People can say God, but then it's like, who created God? I'm not doubting God. I'm just saying there's so much we as human beings have never really figured out and explained properly. And I'm aware of that. You can call it simulation. I can call it God or divine architecture. And hopefully we can all get along enough to where 7 billion people on the planet can keep the power on and still keep ingredients flowing to make sandwiches every day. And fill up our glasses with water and beverages. Fucking basics, man. I know, and everybody's out there selling magic crypto coin underwear during the pandemic, which is so weird. Okay, I have to make sense every video, do I? Somebody might be like, this guy makes no sense. I'm unsubscribing. And that's okay. So yeah, the volcanoes and the wildfires that look like volcanoes got me thanking God and Astro Fight Club and everybody out there. Help them keep it together, especially, like Army and first responders and that National Guard and all the people that work at all the power companies. Every time Mother Nature or whatever blows them down, they come in and fix it. And the fact that, like, one of the things about just the intricate things when, like, humankind figured out how to make freezers and, like, the whole ice, to where humans could make their own ice and just so they could keep their drinks cold. That's such a cool thing. But it took tons, thousands of years for them to figure out how to make ice cubes. The big story of, like, Prometheus, or how man figured out how to make fire, and that's one thing. But then it was like, after that, I was like, okay, now that we made fire, that was a lot easier than making ice cubes. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I love the idea of Alexis Knapp playing Rogue in the X-Men. Cool down. Yeah, so play defense, make good decisions, stay cool. I don't know, some of the European leaders remind me of Harry Potter. Yeah, North California, Shasta, the mountain. They're evacuating the evacuation center. that's where we're at in this point of the year. See, the earth is smoking just like a dragon. You get these fires down here, which are major, but then I think this is where the evacuations are coming from. It's just crazy to think like the West Coast has just been on fire and fuego. And then you had the major earthquake down here, and you have the volcanoes going off down through here. So, and everybody's always arguing about everything. Stock markets, crypto, keep on going up. Regardless of what happens, pretty much. Wow. And so let's step up our prayer game. As a human being, Planetary Defense Commander, I'm pretty exhausted. But I'm, like I said, I'm grateful, I'm happy, I'm lucky. Ooh, and I'm praying for some divine intervention and miracles. But I'm still believing that civilization will hang in there, and that the spring will be better, but fall and winter are probably going to be crazy and rough. And we need more compassion and understanding. Seems like there are a lot of refugees, even American ones. We've been getting hit pretty hard by a lot of storms and just crazy crap and the pandemic and a lot of disruption across a lot of things. And we should be focused on keeping our supply chains running. Like I said, especially food and water and drinks and electricity. Ay caramba, man. Super duper ay caramba. It's mesmerizing. And still, it feels like 25% of all internet power is spent telling the public somehow blockchain is going to fix all this. And no matter what's happened, I'm always trying to tell jokes in the most respectful way possible. And they just had floods in Spain, right by the Canary Islands, where they just had the volcano. Every moment is a gift. Asterisk. Asterisks. I guess, yeah, today a rainbow shines out of a sinkhole in a scenic spot in the Hubei province. Okay. This is me talking to you. I guess. Sure. I don't have to make sense every video, do I? Alright, stay cool. God bless everyone. God bless every one of us. It's like I feel like it's Christmas season, months before Christmas, and leading up to Halloween is kind of Ghosts of Christmas Past season. I got this vibe last year, I think, or the year before, and it seems to apply. And then November's Ghosts of Christmas Now, and then leading up to December there is Ghosts of Christmas Future. All right, great. Talk to you later soon. Merry Christmas. And all the other great holidays out there. Peace out.